It has been a historic day here in America. The first ever criminal trial of a president ends in conviction. Former President Donald J. Trump convicted on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in the first degree related to the hush money payments. Each of the
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We do have breaking news tonight. Less than an hour ago, former President Donald Trump found guilty of all 34 counts of falsifying business records in his New York hush money trial.
Trump is now the first president in U.S. history to be convicted of a criminal offense. The jury deliberated for more than 11 hours before reaching a verdict this afternoon.
And the 6-week trial centered on the concealment of a hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels just ahead of the 2016 election. Daniels claims she had a sexual encounter with Trump in 2006, which Trump denies.
In order to keep Daniels quiet, she was paid $130,000 by then-Trump attorney Michael Cohen less than 2 weeks before the election. The jury found the manner in which Trump reimbursed Cohen constituted falsification of business records.
And the trial featured weeks of testimony by witnesses, including both Daniels and Cohen.
Michael George has more from outside the courthouse in Manhattan.
Donald Trump is now the first former president to be convicted of a crime.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
Trump was charged with falsifying business records in connection with money his former fixer Michael Cohen paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election to keep her quiet about an alleged sexual encounter. Prosecutors argued that Trump reimbursed Cohen, but disguised the payments as legal expenses, amounting to a criminal scheme to corrupt the election.
Do you have any messages for Donald Trump today?
As the prosecution's star witness, Cohen testified Trump personally approved the plan to disguise the payments. Cohen, who's a convicted felon, faced intense grilling by the defense, who attacked his credibility and his motives. Jurors also got to hear from Stormy Daniels, who offered graphic details about her 2006 encounter with Trump, which he denies. The jury was comprised of 7 men and 5 women and included 2 lawyers as well as a teacher and a speech therapist. Trump maintains this trial, like his other criminal indictments, are all politically motivated and that he's done nothing wrong.
The prosecution and defense agreed on setting sentencing for July 11th. That is just 4 days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee.
We will have local coverage and community reactions to the verdict later tonight.
Well, Rice Lake police are still searching for a missing woman. 39-year-old Melissa Davis was last seen May 13th near Allen Street and Main Street in Rice Lake. Police say her family hasn't had any contact with her since then. Davis is 5'4" with brown hair and hazel eyes. Rice Lake PD is asking anyone with information on her whereabouts to call them at that number on your screen.
The Winona man who allegedly shot at another man after losing a fight is sentenced to 3 years in jail. According to the criminal complaint, back in March, 20-year-old Jaden Jesse was in a fight with another man outside of an apartment complex. After appearing to lose the fight, Jesse fired 2 rounds at his opponent. Today, Jesse pled guilty to a felony charge of second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon. In exchange, 2 other charges were dropped in a plea deal.
Senator Tammy Baldwin is making a campaign stop in La Crosse to highlight her efforts to lower inhaler prices. Baldwin joined health officials at the Gunderson Medical Foundation. After Baldwin and other lawmakers launched an investigation into major inhaler producers, several of those large companies voluntarily agreed to cap out-of-pocket inhaler costs to $35 a month. One pediatrician who joined Baldwin today says those reduced prices will solve a problem he's noticed with his patients.
We would prescribe some medicine and find out later that they could not afford it, so therefore they either didn't pick up the prescription or they would ration the amount of medicine or they couldn't send it to school or to their sporting event because of the cost of the inhaler.
Now, Baldwin says those efforts in Congress are about increasing transparency in healthcare and pharmaceuticals. She says now it's important to make sure the 3 companies follow through on their promise.
Well, it was a beautiful sunny day outside today. I didn't get to enjoy too much of it, but
It's a shame.
Did
It was
you get
lovely.
to?
It
Yeah,
was
get
fantastic.
to take your dogs outside.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Couple of days in a row where it's been lovely, Greg.
Yeah, it's been great with the low humidity. Felt really nice and comfortable, and something we don't expect to see, but things will be changing a little bit for tomorrow. But the good news, it's definitely not going to be a bad Friday overall. Right now, temperature's still in the mid-70s, kind of right where we should be for this evening. Just some high clouds out there. Temperatures lowering back into the mid-60s. Same story for La Crosse, too. Some high cloud cover increasing, but overall still fantastic evening, going down to the low 60s with that south-southeast wind. Overall, big picture shows you all that activity is out to the west, beginning to approach. Overall, we had mid-70s, even a few upper 70s to the west. There's that system that's beginning to try to pull eastward, but it's still going to fall apart. It's going to take its time to get here, and that's what we're tracking for shower potential for tomorrow. But nothing going on tonight, just increasing clouds. Temperatures will not be as cold tonight. That's the positive news. We'll just dip back into the 50s, and it looks like, at least right now, the morning commute looks dry, but we'll kind of break down later on if we're going to see those wipers needed toward the afternoon, evening, and what the weekend looks ahead, too. All that a bit later in the broadcast.
Good reminder. I need to change mine out, my wipers.
There we go.
Thank you. The Bangor Library is getting a new cost-effective and environmentally friendly energy source.
And as News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains live in studio, it won't cost Bangor residents a dime.
Ken and Emily, the Bangor Library is going solar, and it's thanks to a combination of hard work and individual generosity. In January, the Hammond Climate Solutions Foundation approached the Bangor Library about going solar. After a bad storm damaged the old roof, it presented the perfect opportunity for a change. Bangor librarian Sherry Axelson presented the idea to the village board, who unanimously approved the project this month.
If the sun can heat us and cool us and turn our lights on, and it doesn't cost us anything, it makes a lot of sense to me.
The project will be funded through a combination of sources, a grant, a federal tax credit, and 2 anonymous donors. The project will be fully paid for through those. That means community members won't see any higher taxes, and the library's overall energy costs will be reduced once the panels are installed. There is one snag to the project, though. The California-based organization providing the grant is currently out of grant money. The project is on hold until that group can fulfill their grant promise. Ken and Emily?
All right, thank you, Allison. Now, if completed, the project will make Bangor's library the first in La Crosse County to be powered through solar.
Well, the tradition continues. UW La Crosse hosting state track and field this weekend for the WIAA. And of course, it brings more traffic to our roads and raises safety concerns within the community.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain spoke with a local police officer about these concerns. Good evening, Michael.
Ken and Emily, you probably can't tell, but right now the roads directly behind me, I'm right in front of UWL. They're not that busy, but tomorrow during the track and field championship, it's going to look completely different. I spoke with La Crosse Police Sergeant Brooke Pataska on some safety tips that people should be aware of. The highly anticipated weekend is finally upon us. On Saturday and Sunday, UWL will welcome hundreds of spectators to cheer on their loved ones from the stands. Preparations by the grounds crew began 2 weeks ago, covering everything from
we're prepping the grounds, mowing, trimming, weeding, mulching.
Their goal is to ensure everything looks perfect for the visitors arriving on campus.
My staff does a great job doing that, and they really look forward to this event every year.
With the influx of people arriving at UWL, Sergeant Brooke Pataska is expecting more traffic both on campus and in downtown La Crosse.
Take your time. If you have to get to an event that isn't the track meet, just be mindful of more vehicles and more people out walking around.
During busy times like this, Pataska says most of the response calls are for minor crashes.
To be expected with more people out and about, and like I said, not knowing maybe where they're going.
With traffic changes on Rose Street and Copeland Avenue, be aware of construction that could potentially slow down traffic.
Just be aware of if things are changing, if lanes are changing. Be cognizant of those changes.
Ensuring a safe weekend for everyone visiting campus. Now, Sergeant Pataska also told me a few weeks ago that the city of La Crosse has seen an increase in vehicle break-ins, and she's suggesting to people that they do not leave any valuables in sight and that they continue locking their cars. Reporting live in La Crosse, Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
The nation's biggest plane manufacturer promises new safety measures after frightening incidents on Boeing jets.
How the FAA says it'll monitor the company to keep flyers safe. After this.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Bath started with 50, then 30, and now we reached the final days looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. And now, final days, 20 homeowners will receive free installation on a new bath or shower with no interest and no payments till 2026. Senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Have your zip code and location ready to qualify only at Mad City. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Every week it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
I'm getting vaccinated Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Come on. I already got a pneumonia vaccine, but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Time is up for Boeing. The airline manufacturer was called today to deliver a report to the FAA on its plans to improve safety and quality issues that have plagued production.
As CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports, Boeing says it is committed to executing on each element of the plan.
Thursday's deadline was issued shortly after this dramatic Alaska Airlines incident in January, when a door panel on a new 737 MAX 9 jet blew out mid-flight, adding to safety concerns for Boeing.
This is about systemic change, and there's a lot of work to be done.
FAA Administrator Mike Whitaker described Thursday's 3-hour meeting with Boeing as a sleeves-rolled-up discussion on the airline manufacturer's comprehensive plan to improve safety and quality. Boeing is now required to have a mandatory safety management system. The company is also committed to increasing employee training and communication, strengthening the anonymous reporting system for employees, and boosting supplier oversight.
Safety is a team sport. Everyone has a role to play. Boeing must do their part, and we will be there to make sure they do that.
After the January incident, the FAA put a cap on Boeing's production of 737 MAX planes. The FAA said Thursday that limit will stay in place until it's satisfied with Boeing's progress. Boeing is facing multiple civil and criminal investigations related to the panel blowout, and an FAA review found shortcomings in the company's safety culture. Lawmakers grilled departing CEO Dave Calhoun about those issues back in January.
We're going to talk about transparency and responsibility, and that'll be it.
Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
In its own annual safety report out last week, Boeing said employee use of its Speak Up reporting tool increased by 500% early this year.
Well, the weekend is almost here. Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart is going to give us a look into what we can expect when we come back.
When it comes to the bathroom, the Mad City bathroom, I have to give it a 10. I love the shower, the area in which they put together. It's beautiful.
With more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB, Mad City Baths is the company to call for high-quality bath and shower installations in as little as 1 day. And now, final days, we're looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. 20 homeowners will receive special savings with free installation. No interest and no payments till 2026. Senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Be sure to have your zip code and location ready to qualify now. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Check out our huge selection of Patriot Lighting ceiling fans. They make a beautiful addition to any room while reducing energy costs year-round. This Anetta Matte Black Indoor-Outdoor ceiling fan is $134.97 after rebate. We carry the largest selection of in-stock Hunter ceiling fans. The Allendale LED ceiling fan is available in 3 finishes. Pick it up for just $109.96 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, the good news with all the precipitation we had in May, which was wet, and even April, the drought issues have pretty much been gone now. We just have a couple areas that have been normally dry, and that's because of lack of rain maybe over the last 6 to 12 months. So more long-term effects. But overall, we were going into a drought this point last year. Now we're coming out of it this point this year. Still, we're expecting dry conditions at least through the Friday morning commute for most. The spotty showers really are not going to amount to too much. I'll kind of show that in a bit. Looks more showery chances as we go Friday night through early Saturday before we have another break. But for tonight, really it's just increasing clouds. It should remain dry all night with temperatures lowering back down into the 50s to near 60. So that's the good news. It will be a milder night. And as we watch the system out to the west begin to approach, it's going to kind of take more of a shape, kind of a bend. That front's going to kind of bend more west to east, so it's not quite going to make much eastward progression into the area. So maybe a few showers west of Eau Claire by the time we get to the morning commute, but even that begins to fall apart. So everywhere else should remain dry until probably about 9. We'll see some of this activity try to push into the area between 9 and noon, but it does fall apart. So if you're north of La Crosse, you might see a shower in that time. South La Crosse, unlikely to see any precipitation, just cloud cover through noon. And then in the afternoon, you see more redevelopment as this boundary kind of still really just stalls out to the north. That'll continue the chance really north of La Crosse to Eau Claire, and then eventually as we get towards tomorrow night, we'll start seeing this begin to approach. So I think chances definitely pick up after about 8 for Eau Claire, up northwest Winona. Then finally towards tomorrow night after 10, we'll start seeing some of this push eastward. And I think for La Crosse southward, the best chance for showers is going to be probably a Friday night into early Saturday morning right there as it moves through. The good news is Saturday morning, once we see the showers push east, most of the rest of the day should be dry. We might see a little bit of development in the afternoon as the front comes through here in the afternoon, just east or north of the area. But overall, the showers, once they're done Saturday morning, I think afternoon-wise, we should be good. Northwest winds will pick up a little bit, and then going into Sunday, we have another system to watch too, but at least that day starts off fairly much just some clouds and maybe more some precipitation as we go later in the day. So overall, for rain amounts, not a lot. If you're south of Eau Claire, you're really not going to see maybe a trace to 500ths. This is through about 7 p.m. Everything else is well to the north and the west as that boundary kind of stalls. If we're looking at rain amounts now going through Friday night, we start to pick up a little bit more now in the area. So some areas could pick up a quarter if you're lucky, a little bit more, but that'll be the time frame for more La Crosse southward to pick up some rainfall. Once again, won't amount to much, but none of that tonight. We're still looking at temperatures just really dropping back into the middle 50s to upper 50s, so milder conditions. That rain chance really holds off for the morning commute. We'll see some showers tomorrow, especially further north you go, but overall, a lot of the areas will just be cloud cover and not bad. Mid-70s. Upper 70s to the south. So Friday won't turn out to be too bad, but we will have that showers increase Friday into Saturday. We'll have a break and more chances coming Sunday afternoon through Monday, and that's probably the best chance of the whole period right there to see the showers. Otherwise, temperatures do climb back up into the 80-degree mark, and then we cool off for the second half of next week.
All right.
So not all that too bad for Friday, really, for most areas. Just more clouds.
All right.
More clouds. Okay.
Thank you, Greg. Well, a beloved zoo animal is making its way back to America.
When we can expect to see the adorable giants at the DC Zoo coming up.
Tomorrow is Foodie Friday on News 8 Now. To celebrate, we'll be sampling some delicious fudge from Valley Fudge and Candy in Coon Valley. Have a great Thursday night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Attention homeowners, time is running out to call Mad City Baths as we look for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. Choose from premium wall patterns including Canyon, Rock, Othello, and Evo, or a new walk-in tub with hydrotherapy. In addition to baths, Mad City is also your trusted source for Eco Sky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Last chance during this program and final days to be one of 20 homeowners who receive promotional pricing with free installation on a new bath or shower. No interest and no payments till 2026. Senior military discounts. And remember, it's your last chance to call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with in-home estimates. Zip code and location are important. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Start with great offers on Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, all equipped with 4x4 capability and with the help of GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain. It's Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Now lease a new Ford Bronco for just $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, there's an exciting announcement that's causing pandemonium in the nation's capital and beyond. Giant pandas will soon be back at DC's National Zoo.
As Nancy Cortez explains, the iconic black and white bears are not just a tourist attraction, they're also a symbol of the enduring relationship between Washington and Beijing.
There he is. It's been 6 long months since Washington, D.C. bid farewell to its beloved giant pandas, with no guarantee their kind would ever return.
I have to warn you, these guests are particular.
But then came a surprise announcement Wednesday from the National Zoo and First Lady Jill Biden.
It's official. The pandas are coming back to D.C.
2 adolescent pandas will arrive by the end of the year, the result of a new loan agreement with China.
Our new bears are Bao Li and Qing Bao.
Bao Li's roots are right here in D.C. His mother, Bao Bao, was born at the National Zoo in 2013. She was one of the 4 surviving panda cubs that made the program a success for half a century. The zoo's first pair of giant pandas arrived in 1972, a gift from the Chinese premier to then First Lady Pat Nixon.
I think they're adorable, endearing creatures.
Since then, they've captured zoo-goers' hearts, tumbling in fresh snow, flopping from heights, and chomping down on their favorite snacks, all while welcoming new cubs along the way. Thousands watched in awe online as Xiao Qiji was born in 2020. But he and his parents were sent back to China in November after their loan agreements lapsed amid heightened tensions with Beijing.
Really sad, heartbreaking to see them go back to China, and hopefully we can work something out in the future for more pandas.
That hope now a reality after productive communications between President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping in recent months. A sign panda diplomacy is alive and well. Nancy Cordes, CBS News, Washington.
How about that?
I don't know. I think a panda might be my new spirit animal. I fell out of trees plenty of times before.
Sure,
Just,
the IFB
really
box
clumsy.
likes to fall, yeah.
Right, exactly. Yes, exactly. And I like to chill and eat a lot, and they eat bamboo all day. So.
They do snack.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of memes where a panda is basically a mood.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a vibe for sure. Look at this guy. We want to be in
All of
panda
them,
mode
man.
all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $500 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard and get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love. Like men's Ariat t-shirts, buy two, get one free. 3M Digital WorkTunes hearing protection, only $49.99. 8 packs of Energizer AA or AAA batteries, $6.99. Plus, a Blaine's gift card makes the perfect Father's Day gift.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
From sunup to sundown, Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing the Cooley region for 59 years. Whether you are in La Crosse, La Crescent, Onalaska, West Salem, or Holman, take comfort that our trusted staff solves all your heating and cooling problems with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Be ready for the summer heat. Call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning for your AC clean and check today. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local train dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
I'm getting vaccinated with Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Come on. I already got a pneumonia vaccine, but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
All right, tonight, just increasing clouds, definitely milder conditions in the 50s for both locations. We might see a shower closer to Eau Claire towards the morning commute, but I think most of that should stay to the west of the area. And even tomorrow, if you're north and west of Eau Claire, you'll see a shower. Otherwise, a lot of areas will probably not be until Friday night that we see the showers come through. And it'll be light rain amounts typically going into Saturday. And overall, the weekend, plenty of dry breaks despite all those rain chances. I think the weekend overall won't be that bad.
Okay, good. Well, all the track and field athletes, fingers crossed throughout the entire weekend. Thank you, Greg, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.